What's up guys, sharkeatyoshi back here again, bringing you another battle video. I just said that, didn't I? I'm sorry about that. But anyway, this is a VGC rule set video, so I'm going to be explaining my thoughts and what I think about this format, you know, first impressions. Pretty much everything's the same, of course. ORAS rules, double battle, you know, level 50, one item, all this, blue pentagon, all this other good stuff is pretty much the same. What's the most important part is this right here. So, you're allowed to run National Dex Pokemon. So one from 1 to 720, of course. And you cannot run any mythical Pokemon. So Mew, Celebi, Jirachi, all those other good stuff. You can also not run Deoxys, Genesect, and Arceus. So, mostly because those are very powerful Pokemon. That makes sense. Now, this part right here is a big change, and it's going to make this format super interesting. I think it's a pretty decent format, the way I'm looking at it. I know a lot of people, this is going to be very controversial. I know a lot of people are already jumping on the bandwagon like, oh my goodness, these legendary Pokemon, Mega Rayquaza is just going to be everywhere. Everybody's going to be running it, you know, and things like Kyogre, Groudon are just going to be everywhere, which I do think Kyogre and Groudon are going to be everywhere. They're very powerful and very strong Pokemon. But, yeah, this is going to be a very interesting format. Also, I have to stress that you're still allowed to run Pokemon like Thundurus and Cresselia. Legal VGC legendary Pokemon you're still allowed to run them. So it says right here, note that only legendary Pokemon listed above are restricted. So that's Mewtwo, Lugia, Ho-Ho, Kyogre, Groudon, Rayquaza, Dialga, Palkia, Giratina, Reshiram, Zekrom, Kyurem, Xerneas, Yveltal, and Zygarde. But you're still allowed to use Pokemon like Thundurus and Cresselia. So you can run a bunch of legendaries if you wanted to. It might not be the best team, but you can run a bunch of legendaries if you wanted to. Now, in this article, it does explain, you know, how fast, like, for example, Mega Mewtwo Y is, as fast as Electrode, you know, stuff like this. But a lot of these Pokemon are very powerful, but they're not, you know, they're not game-breaking. Maybe, I do think Kyogre and Groudon are pretty freaking powerful. I don't think they're game-breaking, but they're pretty freaking powerful. And you guys, this is an unpopular, you know, opinion, and this is my opinion, and you guys are going to think I'm crazy for it. But I do not think Mega Rayquaza is the best Pokemon. It's not going to be the best Pokemon in this format. It's a very powerful Pokemon. Don't mix my words on that one. It's a very powerful Pokemon. It puts in so much freaking work. It can decimate teams if not checked. But there's so many things that really hurt this Pokemon. First and foremost, as you guys can see on the official Pokemon website, is defensive stats. Now, its defensive stats are pretty decent, but it can be knocked out by a lot of things. Secondly, Mega Rayquaza limits options for teammates. It's not that good of a team Pokemon. Secondly, it's a legendary Pokemon, so it wastes one of your slots. Thirdly, it's a Mega Pokemon if you run it Mega, which more than likely, if you run it Mega, if you clicked on the Mega thing and run it Mega, it's a Mega Pokemon. Now, that's also a thing where, yes, you can run any item on it, and it can do very well, like, for example, Life Orb, Focus Ash. Heck, if you can put whatever the heck you want on that thing, Salt Vested, I don't know what you want to put on a Rayquaza, but you can put a lot of things onto it. But if you don't Mega Evolve, it doesn't get the huge, ultimate, powerful boosts, you know, that it wants, and it limits a lot of things. Of course, it eliminates weather, so it hurts Pokemon like Groudon, Kyogre. It also protects its flying weakness, so it's very weak, but if it doesn't Mega Evolve, it doesn't remove the flying weakness whatsoever. So it will still get decimated like that, so you still have to Mega Evolve it. It's one of those Pokemon that you take a huge risk with. You put everything in the basket, and if it doesn't work out for you, you just lose the game off of it. I was reading this article, and it says the same thing, and that's before I read this article. Much like fellow restricted Pokemon, much like its fellow restricted Pokemon capable of Mega Evolution, Mewtwo and Rayquaza is something of a risky one-trick pony. It deals massive amounts of damage, and it's mediocre defense. I don't think it's pretty decent defenses. It has a lot of HP, that's for sure. So it could take some shots, but you know, it's one of those Pokemon that if you don't play it correctly, you're gonna lose the game. But if you do play it correctly, you're gonna win. So that's why I don't think it's the best Pokemon, because you gotta babysit it. You have to babysit it in order for it to do well. And Pokemon like Kangaskhan can just wreck Pokemon that need to be babysitted. It has Fake Out. It can help other Pokemon set up. And like, for example, it can help your Groudon set up. It can help your Kyogre set up. It can help your Lugia set up. It can help, who else? Your Dialga set up, because Dialga it's a pretty strong Pokemon. It has Trick Room. And it can Draco Meteor anything once it gets Trick Room up. Giratina is a very powerful Pokemon also in this particular format. It's not shown here, but Xerneas also will be very powerful in here. Pokemon like Sylveon is going to be very strong, along with Kangaskhan. Of course, Smeargle is going to be very, very powerful. Just a lot of setup Pokemon are going to be very strong, because you have all these damage Pokemon that just do so much damage, but they don't do very well against a Pokemon like Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan it's the better team Pokemon, and this, remember guys, this is VGC. It is a doubles format. You have another partner. If you're very intimidated by Rayquaza, you shouldn't, because you should have a way to deal with it with your second partner. You're applying so much pressure with a Pokemon like Kangaskhan, and then you have another Pokemon that applies even more pressure with an ability to set up, do a lot of damage, or disrupt your opponent. So that's why I don't think Mega Rayquaza is going to be the ultimate Pokemon. It's going to be a very powerful Pokemon, don't get me wrong. It does so much damage if unchecked. But overall, when it comes to setting up and doing damage, when it comes to setting up and supporting your team, it's not the best Pokemon. It also limits your Mega Evolution slot. If you don't Mega Evolve, it still has all of its weaknesses. What else? It's a legendary Pokemon, so you have to build a team around it. Like, for example, you can run Kangaskhan, run something like Kyogre and Dialga, or Xerneas and Dialga, or Xerneas and Kyogre or Groudon with your Kangaskhan, and you can just set up for days. You can set up Trick Room, you can set up your Sun, you know, you can do a lot of damage. For example, Groudon, you can have Giratina set up, Dialga set up your Trick Room. Kyogre, you can Fake Out something and then use your Water Spout to do a lot of damage. It's just a lot of things. Same thing with Lugia. Lugia can T-Wave things. It also has Icy Wind, and it's very bulky once it Calm Minds. But this is just my opinion. Mewtwo is one of those Pokemon that I think is going to be better standalone, not Mega Evolution. I think it's going to be better standalone. But this is my opinion. I know you guys have your own. I think Kangaskhan mixed with things like Lugia, Kyogre, Groudon, Dialga. Talonflame is going to be very good. I forgot about Talonflame. Sylveon. Who else? Giratina is also a pretty strong Pokemon. Xerneas. There's a lot of Pokemon that can do very well in this format. I still think Kangaskhan is going to be the ultimate Mega Pokemon. I know this is a very unpopular, discussion. I know an unpopular opinion, but that's what I believe. I think Kangaskhan is still the better Mega Pokemon here, and I do think the best legendaries in this format is going to be Groudon and Kyogre. You guys are going to have to find ways to deal with Groudon and Kyogre. They can do so much. Oh my goodness, they're so scary. But yeah, guys, tell me what you guys think. That's my opinion. I think this is going to be a pretty interesting format. I think it's going to be a pretty neat format. It's going to be pretty fun also. I did play several games of this. I think it was Entering the Dragon, and I think Japan had their own competition. It was, I don't remember what it was called. You guys will see little things coming up. But tell me what you guys think. This is my opinion. I think there's ways you can deal with Rayquaza. Don't let Rayquaza be like, oh my goodness, this format is ruined. Ruined. If anything, you guys should be more scared of Groudon and Kyogre, because they're the more scarier Pokemon to face up against, and you guys should find ways to deal with it. And I also think Trick Room is going to be pretty nice too. Setting up is going to be pretty good in this format. But anyway, guys, tell me what you guys think down below. Of course, your opinion matters. Just don't hate on other people's opinions. Tell me what you guys think down below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Also, I'm not going to be doing any more VGC 2015 videos. I'm going to start transitioning to 2016 videos, unless you guys want to see more 2015 videos. I'm also going to continue the Kricketune solo run. I know I said this months ago, but I'm going to guarantee it. I'm going to finish it. Plus, I'm going to start doing more OU battles on Showdown, so watch out for that. But anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a very long one. Please tell me what you think down below. I probably missed a lot of things, and you guys probably know other things, but tell me down below what you guys think. And yeah, I'll see you guys later with more VGC content. Bye, guys.